was issued by the impeached Speaker, who did not have authority to cause such appointments or publication. In any case, the office of the clerk was not vacant, and the purported appointment was made by an extinct board. This Gazette notes creates parallel command structures away from the norm and has since caused confusion, conflicts, and threatened order within the County Assembly, Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair, Gazette notes number 14273 of 2024, wherein the impeached Speaker purported to appoint himself and the 5 others as members of the County Service Board, despite having been impeached, and despite 2 of the listed members having been recalled. That's the members of the County Assembly. Honorable Chair, in fact, I wish to notify the committee the extent at which the conflict has affected the county government and the operations of the county government at large. Honorable Chair, the people have continued suffering under the patronage of the governor, blatantly failed and neglected to over direction and service to public. Honorable Chair, the existence of parallel county assembly committees has hindered and impaired the oversight roles, and members of the county assembly have not been provided with the documents to interrogate the county budget and the expenditure performance. Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair, as you are aware, the one faction has initially had 15 elected members of the county assembly, and the other faction had 4 elected members of the county assembly. And Honorable Chair, the owner of the conflict is seriously poaching the other honorable members from the other side, so that to make members attain the quorum in their sittings, the illegal sittings in the field.
Legitimate.
Honorable Chair, Honorable Chair, before I invite you back to page 12, I wish to notify you that, Honorable Chair, there is duplication of the instruments of authority, and that has caused confusion to the public, Honorable Chair. We wish, if it is possible today, the two powers, signs of authority, the mess to be provided in this committee and to appear, and we ascertain which one is genuine and which one has been improvised from other quarters, Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair, naomba Mheshimiwa Mwenyekiti, seneta wangu, rafiki yangu, Mheshimiwa, munipeleke pole. Sijazoea hii, lakini nitazoea hii mara yangu ya kwanza, lakini naomba Mungu atatupa nguvu. Honorable Chair, actually, Honorable Chair, I want to invite you to page 12. The County Assembly Honorable Chair, The role, I need to notify the committee, the role of impeached Speaker Enoch Ogorio Okero in the dispute, of which he is my friend and my boss, of which I respect him too much. But prior to his impeachment, Honorable Chair, prior to his impeachment,
point of order, Chair.
Honorable Ogorio Okero.
Chair, would I be right, my brother, therefore, when you say he's your boss, that you believe he's still in office?
Sorry?
Is that what you're saying?
What?
By you saying that he's your friend and he's your boss, legally you are actually saying...
Honorable Senator, once opposed, always opposed. Whether out of office or inside office. Yeah. I will address you as the Honorable Senator, whether you are in office or not. You remain a senator. Thank you. Thank you, Honorable Chair. Prior to his impeachment, he had been suspended on 8th October 2024. He did obtain a temporary order in Nyamira petition number E008 of 2024. Enoch Ogorio Okero versus County Assembly of Nyamira and 7 others, stopping his suspension. However, he did not obtain an on-court order stopping his impeachment. That's why prayer number 4 was not granted. Actually, Honorable Chair, Annexure 37, Annexure 38 displays it well. Mr. Chair, Enoch Ogorio Okero, the former Speaker of Nyamira County Assembly, was formally removed from the office by way of impeachment on 24th October 2024. His impeachment was published, filed Gazette Notice number 14050 of 2024. Following his impeachment, he ceased being the Speaker of Nyamira County Assembly and the Chair of the Nyamira County Assembly Service Board. Annexure 39 and 40. On 16th December 2024, Nyamira High Court judge ruled that she did not have jurisdiction to entertain the petition. She transferred the petition to Kisumu Employment and Labor Relations Court without extending the interim orders. Annexure 41 of the court's ruling. On 25th October 2024, Enoch Ogorio Okero did file in the Kisii Employment, Labor and Relations Court.
Can you refer to pages of your document because they are well labeled? Which page is that?
Page 12. I'm on page 12, Honorable Senator. And the file is the orange file.
I think we don't have a ruling at that page. Which bundle are you referring to? Which bundle?
Annex 4.1.
Which bundle? Which bundle?
The yellow file, the orange file.
The yellow orange, yeah, it's here. You see page 12?
See it. We can't see the court order you are referring to.
The ruling.
Yeah, where is it?
Just say the page.
Page 224.
224.
224.
Yes. Yes.
Annex 4.1.
Okay, so.
Go ahead.
Honorable Chair, on 25th of October 2024, Honorable Enoch Ogorio Okero did file in Kisii Employment and the Labor Relations Court petition number E001 of 2024, Enoch Ogorio Okero versus 12 others, versus the County Assembly of Nyamira, challenging his impeachment. It is noteworthy that Enoch Ogori Okero has never obtained any court order suspending his impeachment, neither has never obtained any court order suspending or staying Gazette Notices number 14050 of 2024, which published his impeachment. In addition, he has to date never been reinstated as the Speaker of the Nyamira County Assembly by any court. Annexure 42, ELRC petition number E001 of 2024. Subsequent to his impeachment on 24th October 2024, Enoch Ogori Okero wrote the then acting clerk and the current substantive clerk of the Nyamira County Assembly, Mr. Duke Onyari, purporting to suspend him on account of facilitating an illegal impeachment. Nyamira said at the Nyamira County Assembly on 24th to respond to the charges. Honorable Chair, that's all I can state. I can invite the legal counsel to highlight one or two. Your counsel, proceed from.
Thank you, Honorable Chair and the Honorable Senators. We do begin our submissions this afternoon by submitting that...
You are who?
My name is Mokua Ndubi, advocate.
Oh, okay.
Honorable Chair and Honorable Senators, the County Assembly of Nyamira is a creature of the Constitution. And as such, whichever decision it makes, whether a suspension or whether an impeachment, however illegal it is, on a prima facie basis, it is deemed legal. And it enjoys the constitutional presumption of legality unless and until either stayed or overturned by a court of competent jurisdiction, not just any other court. Honorable Senators, with respect to the matter before this committee, there are several cases as against the Nyamira County Assembly. But of paramount importance, there are two cases by the Honorable Okero which are paramount with regards to these proceedings. Honorable Senators, it is important to note that a suspension is a totally different thing from an impeachment. In this case, Honorable Senators, to better understand the dispute as against the Assembly, it is important that, Honorable Senators, you do have a correct chronology of events. The Honorable Okero was suspended, whether legally or illegally, on the 8th of October.
Point of order, Chair. How can counsel say that somebody is suspended legally or illegally? What does that mean to you? In other words, are you comfortable that we are holding these hearings illegally, for example? Counsel, what are you saying?
Honorable Senator.
Yes.
Our position is that the Honorable Okero was suspended on the 8th of October.
Just wait. Do we have a law in our books that suspends somebody?
Yes.
Honorable Senator, whether there is such a provision or not.
No, what are you saying?
Order.
What are you saying?
Counsel, order.
Honorable Senator, is there in standing order number 51 of the Nyamira County Assembly.
Honorable Senator.
And that is, Senator, that is why I'm submitting.
Please give them time to respond.
Whether the suspension was legal, whether the suspension was legal or not.
Legal counsel.
Yes, Honorable Chair.
The guy is asking is, by law, will the Speaker suspended or removed through a motion of notice of motion on, to remove him from the seat? If he's suspended, can he be suspended?
Honorable Chair, there was a motion to suspend him.
Okay.
and he moved to court and obtained orders stopping that suspension. However, there was no court order, and to date, there is no court order that stopped impeachment.
Okay.
Impeachment came after. And after the Honorable Okero was impeached, he did file a case in Kisii, being Petition 1. He wanted to set aside the impeachment proceedings and to stop the election of a new speaker. He did not get those orders. He was also never reinstated back as the Speaker of the Nyamira County Assembly. And in fact, Honorable Chair and Honorable Senators, there is a valid gazette notice, as we speak to date, gazetting the Honorable Enoch Okero as an impeached Speaker. And that gazette notice, to date, it has never been stayed, it has never been suspended, or it has never been quashed.
It's quashed, Honorable Chair. So the legal counsel is not telling the truth. I have the gazette with me here. I can
I
share.
will give you a time, please order. You will respond.
Honorable Chair, Gazette Notice number 14050 of 2024 is a Gazette Notice that gazetted the Honorable Enoch Okero Ogori as an impeached Speaker.
Please give us the page of that one.
That it will be Annex number 40 in the orange bundle.
Yeah, page.
That will be page number 223 at the top right. That particular gazette notice is a valid gazette notice which has never been overturned. And the Honorable Senators, the Honorable Enoch Okero Ogori in Annex number 42, which is now to be found in our bundle in page number 235, he filed a case and he has sworn in his own affidavit in page number 200 and pages number 244. He has sworn that he was impeached. So we then have an ugly scenario where someone is in court challenging his impeachment, validly or otherwise removed, but at the same time, he is outside here holding parallel proceedings. Indeed, Honorable Senators, there are 3 gazette notices which were made by the Honorable Okero after his impeachment. Those again are the subject of litigation in Nyamira petition, Nyamira JR number 7.
Page.
The 3 gazette notices.
Yeah. It's good to go with you.
Yes. Just still on the issue of gazette notices, the Honorable Enoch Okero even went ahead to publish a fake gazette notice to be found in page number 283, purporting to resume the activities of the Nyamira County Assembly. Honorable Senator, the gazette notices will be found in page number 248 and 249. Those 3 gazette notices were published way after he was impeached, and he even went ahead early in this year to publish a fake gazette notice, which upon inquiry from the government printers, the gazette notice is to be found in page number 283. It was confirmed that that particular gazette notice is not in existence. Honorable Senators, our prayer is that let Enoch Okero Ogori pursue his cases in court. And if the court finds any fault in his impeachment...
Sorry, we want to go with you.
Yes, Honorable Senator.
Where is the letter from the Gazette?
It's the one for the fake Gazette notice.
Yes.
It's page number 283 in the bundle of document, the one which is orange in color.
Because we are still in 240 something.
283, Honorable Senator.
VEC.
Gazette notice number?
Of dated 13th February 2025. Is that what they're saying?
Chair, that will be in which page number?
Sorry? Is this Gazette notice here, the one you gave us? In page 283.
Yes, that is fake.
283.
Yes, Honorable Senator, it's not there.
What do you mean by fake?
How are you able to confirm it?
Yes, we did confirm
What email did you have?
from the government printers.
You have the printer's notification?
Yes, there's letter from the government printers
Where is
confirming.
it? You have it?
Yes, yes, Chair, it's in page number 250. 252.
This is Walulusha.
Chair, can I proceed?
That's a better page. Can you come with the original page?
Yes?
This one is not clear. It cannot be read even.
We can supply the original.
Okay, yeah, we want the original.
Yes, we will
Okay.
supply it.
Okay. Go.
So, Chair, just 2 minutes to sum it up. Honorable Chair, there is no court order reinstating the Honorable Okero to the position of the Speaker of Nyamira County Assembly. His orders of 11th October only suspended his suspension. He doesn't have any court order suspending the impeachment. And as such, Honorable Chair and Honorable members, once an invitation was made out to the public for interested parties to apply for the position of Speaker of Nyamira County Assembly, interested parties applied, they were shortlisted, elections were conducted, there was no court order stopping the election of a new Speaker of the County Assembly of Nyamira, and as such, Honorable Chair and Honorable Senators, the validly elected and the validly holder of the position of the Speaker of Nyamira County Assembly is the Honorable Thaddeus Nyabaro Ndubi. That will be all. The legitimate and validly elected Speaker by majority vote is the Honorable Thaddeus Nyabaro Ndubi Momanyi.
Okay. Okay.
In the absence of any court orders.
Thank you, sir. Chair, could I? Council, thank you. You've enlightened me. There are very many illegalities that have been done by, let me call him the former Speaker.
That is correct, Honorable Senator.
Did you and your team go to court to seek any reprieve, any court orders to stop him from what he's doing?
Yes, we did file Nyamira High Court Judicial Review case number 7 of 2024, challenging those 3 gazette notices.
And what is the verdict?
The case is still ongoing. It has not.
Thank you. So you cannot use that case to determine any action right now.
Honorable Senator, initially there were orders.
You are a lawyer. You cannot use what has not been determined by a court of law to justify the argument, any argument whatsoever. Number 2, when you caught this man having fake gazette notices, what do you do normally when you are a good lawyer?
You report to the police.
Did you report to the police?
It has been reported.
Do you have an OB number and everything?
The OB number is there, Honorable Senator, and investigations are ongoing.
Thank you, sir. The last question. According to you, when you look at the issues that have been happening in Nyamira for a while, Are these issues legal or political?
When filed in court, on the face value, they appear to be legal.
No, the court hasn't determined.
But
The court has not determined.
there are political hands and shadows behind the matters.
So the Nyamira question, according to you, most likely is actually a political problem which must be solved politically.
It is a political question where if members who voted you in do not want you, you just have to go. You cannot force yourself down their throats.
Yes, so in reality, what you're saying is this. What if these members who voted you in are voting you out illegally?
Honorable Senator,
No, let me tell you what I'm saying. Let me say what I'm saying. Do you have this book?
No.
Do you have this? Can somebody please provide this through your speaker? I want you to go to page 36. 7. And it says, that is a judge. I find the act of removing the petitioner and applicant from the office of Speaker of the County Assembly, whether through suspension or impeachment, with the full knowledge of the existence of conservatory orders, amounts to interference with the discharge of his duties as Speaker. I therefore find the respondents guilty of blatant disobedience of the court orders, a conduct which this court cannot countenance.
Honorable Senator.
What is this judge saying?
Honorable Senator, allow me, if I may be allowed to. Senator, that particular statement,
yes,
in law is called obiter dictum.
Yes.
Reason being, the court was not invited to pronounce itself on impeachment.
Yes.
The court was invited to make a determination whether the MCAs were in contempt.
Yes.
For chasing away Honorable Kero.
Thank you.
So
Hold
the
on.
court was saying in passing.
Okay. Hold on. Through you, Chair. Hold on, Council.
Whether you suspended
Council,
him.
hold on. Then the MCAs went to Kisumu. What did they tell the judge?
Honorable Senator, if you may allow me to conclude on this particular paragraph.
You had already concluded. I am asking you, Chair, when the MCAs went to Kisumu.
Chair.
Don't work. I mean, allow him to conclude.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, what was filed in court, the petitioner wanted to punish the MCAs for chasing him away from the assemblies on 15th October, not for impeaching him. So the judge was saying in passing, whether you frog-marched Okero, whether you impeached him, whether you suspended him, you were in guilty for barring his access. That is not an order reinstating him. It's a by the way statements by the court. For example, if the court writes a ruling and say it's a sunny day, that is an obiter.
Senior Counsel Omangeni, please help us on that. Can you help us on that statement?
Honorable Senator, the most important part in any ruling is the holding. The holding.
Order, my friend. We are not people known to the jungles. So we'll give to Senator Senior Counsel. I want you to repeat the same statement.
Honorable Senator, my position is that paragraph 7 is an obiter dictum, reason being what the court was invited to pronounce itself on was whether the acts of 15th October, the altercation, whether they were in contempt or not. The court was not being invited to pronounce itself on impeachment. So the court was saying, as a by the way, whether you frog-marched Okero out of the assembly, whether you suspended him, whether you impeached him, whether you carried him on your shoulders, you are in contempt for chasing him away from the assembly. Honorable Senator, and you will agree with me, the ratio at the end of the day is that they were in contempt. The court did not at any point say, now, Honorable Kero, I'm reinstating you. No, it was just saying, as a by the way, you were in contempt.
Honorable Chair,
You know,
I
Chair,
sit here really paying,
very clear.
Chair, through you.
Chair,
You want to say something?
I think, Chair, Honorable Nyonka is a very experienced politician, but on issues dealing with the law, he can get it absolutely wrong. I think what
Counsel,
counsel,
I would like I would like, Chair, I would like, if Honorable Counsel thinks I'm not able to understand the law, to bring a substantive motion to this committee. We discuss that first before you can interrogate. What I am saying, Chair, I am here trying
Chair,
to...
you gave me the floor. I have not finished.
Just a minute. It's because you were talking about my character. I would like to state it very clearly, Chair. I'm trying to get information that can make me make intelligent decisions. So,
Omogeni,
Yes.
with the
So,
statements.
yes.
That's
You
your-
see, if you gave that young man a chance to explain and you
So
follow
explain, but you
his
don't talk about
submissions,
that. Talk about that.
what is calling obiter dictum in law is a statement that is made by a judge in passing. What is telling you, a ratio descendandi is the final holding of a judgment. Is where you find it says, I have now ordered. Okay? And the young man is telling you, if you are able to follow, that he has annexed before us at page 235, which I think is the right thing to do, a petition that has been filed by Honorable Okero challenging his removal as Speaker. And he's telling you that if you look at those pleadings, Honorable Nyonka, the court is yet to pronounce itself on the impeachment. So he's trying to tell us that two processes took place. One, if I heard you counsel correct, one was a suspension. Another one was an impeachment. And what you are telling us is that the issue of suspension was dealt with, contempt proceedings found, and the court said, come apologize, and it was closed.
Correct.
Now what is pending, and where you need to help us, is the proceedings that are meant to set aside the proceedings that happened on the 24th of October.
Yes, that now will be the document in page number 35, a
Yes.
petition challenging the impeachment,
And
which,
what
has,
I wanted
which
to-
has no orders.
And now that's where my question was coming in. On this particular petition, what is the status quo as of today?
As of today, parties have filed their respective affidavits. They are in the process of exchanging written submissions so that it proceeds for main hearing. But there are no court orders in that particular
And
petition.
who filed that particular petition?
The law firm or the litigant?
The litigant.
The litigant is Enoch Okero Ogori and 12 others.
And what is he challenging?
Is challenging his impeachment. And there are no court orders.
So there was no
Can
court
we
order.
go,
Was
can
there
I
a rule
take a
that-
step back, Chair? Can I take a step back and ask about this invitation on 24th October 2024? Who invited the Speaker to
At
come
that time,
forward?
Honorable Senator, the Speaker was invited by the then clerk, Duke Onyari. And as at 24th October, there was no dispute as to who was the legitimate holder of the position of the clerk. So he was validly invited. He appeared before the assembly. And the trouble just came when the vote was against him. But he participated fully. He was afforded a right to be heard. He made his representations. He was asked questions. He answered. A vote was taken. When the vote went...
Okay, I've got your point. The other clarification I wanted you to make, you kept saying whether the suspension was legal or not legal. You know, it's good to declare everything when we are here, because not all of us are lawyers. Is suspension allowed? In the standing orders, you must have read all of them, you must have read the Constitution. Is suspension actually something that MCS can do?
Honorable Senator, I'm informed that understanding order number 51 of the Nyamira County Assembly standing orders, it is provided for.
Honorable, can you read
What
that
does it
standing
do?
order?
Excuse me, Chair.
Can you read it?
Chair,
Sorry,
we-
just allow me to finish it. Can you read what it provides? All of you can Google and get Nyamira 51.
51A.
What does it say?
The following motions may be moved without motion, without notice. Motion for suspension of a member.
A member.
Exactly. A speaker is a member.
Chair,
Sorry, I just wanted to, I want him to clarify that,
A member now.
so that we are
Member or
out
the
of
speaker?
this.
A speaker is a member of the county assembly, an ex-officio member.
Chair, I would like to ask the senior counsels in our committee here, could you please, Madam, tell us what does the law say about suspension?
Chair, the provisions of the Parliaments Act are the substantive law when it comes to publication, whether by suspension or removal. vacation of office of the Speaker is substantively provided for under Section 11 of the County Governments Act, which provides that the office of the Speaker shall become vacant. What is specific to us here is under 1C, if the County Assembly so resolves by a resolution supported by at least 2/3 of all the members of the County Assembly. So the law, that is the substantive law. Standing orders are procedural laws. They're supposed to give procedural guidance.
But what supersedes the other?
The County Governments Act.
Thank you.
Honorable Senator.
Which means, Chair, even from the precedent of wanting to get rid of Mr. Okello, he actually got kicked out illegally first before he could go for his impeachment. Those are the issues we are discussing.
Chair, there is a statutory process which was followed under Section 11 of the County Governments Act on impeachment of Enoch Okello, and that is what is challenged.
We are not talking about impeachment.
Order, legal counsel. Legal counsel. What the Senator Nyoka is saying has some truth in it. Because you used forcefully. You have not gone to any constitution, because you have not followed the constitution. You did not impeach me in the past. But you used forcefully, using assaulting him.
Honorable Chair.
Was that in order?
Honorable Chair, there are two processes which are being mixed up. On the issue of suspension, we've agreed. The suspension came first, and he got orders stopping the suspension. Subsequently, a fresh process of impeachment was commenced, and it complied with provisions of Section 11 of the County Governments Act. And that impeachment is what is being challenged in document number 235. And that is why we have two cases, one challenging suspension and another one challenging impeachment.
And Chair, please, through you, Chair, 1 second. Please. And there is no court that has ruled to determine whether this gentleman should still continue being the Speaker or the other gentleman. It's important we clarify that.
Honorable Senator, through Chair, this is Bonuke.
Honorable Chair, Senator Nyonka is openly biased, and I request that he should not press.
No, I am sitting. Yeah. Chair, the MCA is making it personal. I've come here. I'm just speaking evidence. I've not concluded anything. I want the people of Nyamira and Kisi to see the issues you're having. Let's be honest about them.
By saying that those are relatives.
No,
Honorable Chair, that's all a wrong insinuation.
Honorable Chair, remember the card interest.
Honorable Chair, Nyonka is in record saying that they are relatives.
Point of order, Chair. Point of order. Point of order, Chair. Point of order, Chair. We are members of the committee, and I think they should address us as members of the committee. Including Onyonga, the fact that he has some relative here and there doesn't make him not to be a member. He's a member of the committee.
Order. Okay.
Let's deal with it, sir.
Onyoka, Honorable Senator Onyoka, please. This will be the conference about the Senator.
Thank you, sir.
Orders.
Thank you.
And members, I don't want you guys to personalize issues. This is not a Nyamira politics. This is a committee of devolution. So we need order here. So I think, my friend, you are now time is over. So I will not give you time to defend yourself on that topic, because they have replied and you have talked. Master, I will give you 1 minute.
Yes, Chair, legally we have a right of rejoinder because we had presented our case, which has been, somehow they are struggling to water it down. And I've seated here, listened to counsel misinterpret the law, and it doesn't sit well with me while I'm seated here. Allow me, or Chair, you could go back to counsel and ask him the import of prayer number 3 in petition number 8, so that he can tell us what was his understanding. Because to me it appears that he has been misadvising his clients to this end. Let him tell us the import of that order before I proceed with other issues.
Where is that one? Which page and what?
In our bundle, allow me to refer to it.
Okay. Legal counsel.
In our bundle is in annexure number 2.
Okay.
In petition number 8.
Legal counsel for Mr. Nyamiro. Can you?
Honorable Chair.
No, legal counsel. Can you respond on that?
Honorable Chair, to understand that particular order, it is important to understand under which context did the petitioner go to court. He had been suspended. Impeachment had not started at that time. So the court said, number 1, I certify your matter as urgent. Number 2, the resolution of 8th October is hereby set aside. Number 3, your suspension is suspended, meaning you can go back to your office. But Paramount, prayer 4, which he wanted to stop the impeachment, he was never granted.
Chair, let's stick to prayer number 3, please. This very, the reading is just simple. Any layman can understand. And I'll just read for the benefit of everyone seated here. Pending the hearing and determination of the application herein, the Honorable Court be pleased to issue interim temporary injunctive orders restraining the respondents and interested party or any other person acting on their behalf or otherwise from stopping, barring, or otherwise interfering with the petitioner discharge of his functions and duties as Speaker. What is so hard to understand in that prayer? What is so hard to understand?
Chair, that explains the petition was being
Order. I think that time you'll argue out in the courts, not here.
Absolutely.
I'll give you that time. We'll have all the time to argue out the case.
Honorable Chair, if you allow me, because there was a lot of misinformation that we provided fake gazette notices, and we have the legitimate gazette notices. It's good to quash that one off record, that the council lied, we have fake gazette notices when we have the right gazette notices. And I've provided that. It's never right. The council to go on record to have lied that I gave fake gazette notices. Because my gazette notices are here. And also the council alleged that the gazette notice on the vacancy of the office of the Speaker.
Chair.
Yes, that one is clear.
Chair,
we have
please
submitted
allow
it.
us, yeah. I just wanted to say that some of this information, we will verify them. We have our legal team, we have our clerks here.
Absolutely.
So what you have said and what they have said to us is information. It's us who invited you to come here. We want to get as much information as possible. We will verify. If you are talking of a letter that came from the printers, government printers, it is next door to us. We will be able to get all that information. Chair, we would only be helped if they can clarify further questions from us arising from what we have had. I asked the question earlier, where is the mess and where is the, and where do we have the answer? Just tell us, without telling us anything beyond where it is.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. The mess is with the main counter assembly, and we are here with the Chief Sergeant at Arms, and is in possession of that mess.
Thank you.
And
the
the
next
answer remains in the main counter assembly.
The other clarification, Chair, so that I rest my case, was this case of gazettement of the 4 venues. I have been searching and I have found the Gazette notice for 2015. The Gazette notice of 2015 makes reference to Standing Order 26-3 of the Standing Orders of the County Assembly of Nyamira. It is notified for information that the members, for the members and for the assembly, and for the members of the Assembly and the general public. And what we are given in 2015 is the sub-county Manga, ward Manga, venue is Manga Baraza Hall, and the date is Tuesday, 13th October 2015. It is so for Ekereño, Kababe, Girls, Christ is the King Hall, all those were given, you actually gazetted, as Mr. Speaker Okero, you have gazetted 7 venues showing us the venue. I had asked earlier whether you gazetted them general in 2015 or not, and I've discovered that it was done. But the one clarification I really want to see on, which I'm seeking on the letter, the letter one of 2024, is why you did not use the standing orders, but you used the Constitution, Article 126.1. Maybe if you could just clarify that one to me. There's no debate on that one. Just give that clarification, and I'll be done. For the venues, of Masaba, Nyamira, Manga. There are no specific dates of when to attend.
Yes.
They don't have the details that you had used meticulously in 2015, but also you have not used the standing orders, but you have used the Constitution, and I'm worried about what you are quoting in the Constitution, because you are quoting Article 126.1, and tell us your reason, and if you want, our legal staff can read to us that 126 after you have answered. What does 126.1 say? Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Chair, if you allow me. And I think if you give me a little bit time, I clarify this because I know where I come from. My senators had issue with Punge Mashinani. To clarify.
The question you have been asked is, the article you're quoting is for the parliament.
Very true. And if you allow me, I was answering my senator earlier before, but I never had that opportunity. It's a two-way to Punge Mashinani, legally. The first is about a motion that was passed in 2015. When you go to our standing order number 48.1, it's clear, no motion may be moved which is the same in substance as any question which has been resolved. The Nyamira County Assembly in 2015 resolved to hold Bunge Mashinani in the villages. What is an assembly? An assembly is a house of records. So it's not something you can erase.
Let's be very clear. What did you do in 2015?
I was not the speaker in 2015.
Honorable Chair,
yes.
Honorable Chair, I was a member.
No, I don't want your answer yet. I want to say exactly what I want answered, but you don't answer before I ask the question. My question was, in 2015, the Gazette notice was very specific. It was very specific to the three, which is what we do, our practice in Senate. You cannot go to Turkana without gazetting Turkana on the day, on the specific dates. In fact, our procedure is a bit lengthy because there is a debate. In fact, we fight over where the next venue would be. When it is done, it comes to the House. Then we choose that planned place. Once we have chosen the venue, like we chose Turkana previously, it is Turkana that is gazetted.
Okay.
Now, in the case of this, you have gazetted very meticulously, or whoever that speaker was, gazetted meticulously the specific places where you are going to sit. But in this one, there is no, was there any reason why you left that? Because the same article gives you the powers to go anywhere. Okay. Now you are not going back to the same venues.
We will ask for more, we'll do more intelligence.
Thank you. Honorable Chair.
Order. We are not giving any more time. We are time back.
Honorable Chair.
Now,
Honorable Chair.
Hold on, let me finish. Now that you have heard both of the sides, the committee will take charge now. We will follow up all these issues. We will take our legal team to interpret whatever you have said, and all these standing orders. Then we will refer back. Meanwhile, I want only one clarification from you.
Thank you.
One.
Thank you.
Bureau.
Yes.
No, I want one thing. Were you a member of the county assembly before? Now?
Yes, I was serving my third term.
Third term?
Yes.
Now, have you assumed to be the speaker?
Yes.
Did you resign?
That matter is the motion that is in court.
No.
And then I will not
answer the question.
here.
Just answer.
Yes.
Did you resign?
Not resign.
Yeah, of course, yes.
You resigned from being an MCA?
Yes, I did a letter. And wherever I did it.
I want you to say yes or no. You are still an MCA.
Until the IPC declares all I did a letter.
Through the chair.
Okay, we'll interpret.
Through the chair. I'd like to remind Nyabaro that he's under oath. He's still under oath.
Yes.
And he's lying through his teeth.
Okay.
To this committee.
You're under oath, and I think that will take you back. So on serious note.
I pray, Chair, that you repeat that question to him.
You are a member of parliament, I mean the county assembly of Nyamira. Say yes or no. You are a member.
As at now?
Yes.
Yes, because I'm a member. Because, you know, under Section County Government Act, Section 7B,
that will be done by our team.
A speaker is a member, an ex officio.
No, you are an elected member of the assembly. Elected member or nominated?
Elected.
Specifically, Karenya Ward.
Okay. Have you been a member of, any one time or now? Were you a deputy speaker?
Deputy speaker, yes.
Before you resumed this one?
Yes.
You are deputy speaker?
Yes,
okay.
Yes. And then after that, acting speaker.
And now?
Yeah.
Not acting?
And now elected as a speaker.
Okay.
Yes.
And then you are still an MCA?
I did a resignation.
Okay. We will interpret that one. Okay.
Through the Chair.
The question whether they forwarded it or not.
Through the Chair and through your legal team.
Parting shot, Honorable
Chair. There is
no parting shot.
Chair,
we have time back.
There is a matter.
Honorable Chair, if I can't say this.
Mine was not answered. I was told the mess is. People shouted and said we are here.
Yes.
I wanted to know from the sergeant at arms. From the sergeant at arms. From the sergeant at arms that the mess has always been with that camp.
Yes.
So the only time it left Nyamira is when it came here.
Yes.
You submit these things. You want to tell us which is which? Which is the original one and you're saying the one is illegal? Which one the mess? Are they two? Which is genuine and which is not genuine?
The other team have theirs. They have, and we wanted them to.
Honorable Chair, if we dwell on that, because I don't find it prudent for the honorable members to talk about the mess. A mess is a symbol of authority. Where is the authority? And the mess, they must be together. So if I bring a mess and I give it to you, Honorable Chair, will you become the Speaker of Nyamira County Assembly? You cannot. So it must be the symbol and the authority. So you cannot separate the two. Thank you.
Was it given?
The MC Speaker seems...
So can you operate without a mess?
Through you, Chair.
So can you operate without a mess?
Could I just make my closing remarks?
Maybe Senator.
I would like to plead with my colleagues who are in this committee today. I would say 90% of you are my friends, because we've grown together, we've been to school together. All these people are my friends. We are punishing the people of Nyamira. Can you people please sit down and as brothers and agree to solve this problem? Because it's political. This problem is not. I really want to plead with Chair and this committee that any recommendations that will be made should be recommendations to make sure that all of you can sit down as brothers and agree so that we can sort out. Nyamira is an embarrassment to me as a senator from Kisii. It is an embarrassment to our country because you deserve better. We know you have issues with the governor. We know you have issues with the sitting or the former speaker, whatever you call him. You're all children of the same mother. I beg you, be courageous enough to call each other even this evening, sit down, and please agree to sort out the Nyamira issue. But those are my last words, Mr. Chair.
My last one, so
okay,
you will be last, but yeah, we still have another senator. I also want to join my colleague from Kisii in informing the members. First, members of one assembly dividing themselves into two doesn't help the county. You are just destroying the county. We don't want to go to the extent of what do we do with this country? Do we close it? Do we wind it up? Because we have the powers to reach that level. We hope that when you go back, you will listen the way we have listened to you. We have asked you neutral questions and we have listened to you. Listen to one another. Because when it doesn't work and when it will not work, then other methods will be used to resolve it. Please discuss and talk to one another. Talk to one another and resolve your issues. What we need is a devolution to work. Thank you, Chair.
Honorable Chair.
Honorable Chair, if allowed, Honorable Chair. I have a comment on a chair. If allowed, Honorable Chair. Thank you, Honorable Chair.
Were you invited?
Can I proceed, Chair?
Are you invited? Please, summarize.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, I had not spoken throughout the proceedings. Let me say what we wish. Chair, let me say what we wish for every devolved unit is that it works for the good of the Kenyan people in that county. But for this one, Chair, I think the theatrics are at another level. Yes. I'm sorry. Thank you.
Yes, Chair. At the end of the day, issues affecting Nyamira will be solved by the people who reside in Nyamira. That is me, Senator, you as honorable members of Assembly, and the Governor. Everything that you see making that count on the headlines for the wrong reasons will ultimately reflect on the leadership of Nyamira. The Constitution sets the executive and the county assembly. And the person who should be in the forefront in ensuring that there is unity, there is one assembly, is the governor. So I hope, Chair, at the end of these proceedings, we will get a solution that will give the people of Nyamira an opportunity to have one assembly. You can have disagreements. We disagree with Honorable Nyonka, but at the end of the day this afternoon, we'll retreat to one Senate, called the Senate of the Republic of Kenya. So despite the disagreements that you may have, please have one county assembly. The issues that have come here before this afternoon, if they are not resolved, they will degenerate to something worse for the county assembly, for the executive, and for the people of Nyamira. So let's try and get a solution that brings all of you together, sort your differences within one assembly. That is the only message I have for my good people from the county assembly of Nyamira.
Chair. Thank you. Thank you, Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair, it's not that we are greedy for power, but our hearts are bleeding. It's only in Nyamira that a consignment of empty breweries can be flagged as in the name of drugs. It's only in Nyamira that the governor can pay himself 5.6 million.
Honorable Chair.
Mr. Governor.
Honorable Chair.
Mr. Chair, I'm saying on behalf of the people of Nyamira.
Honorable Chair,
the governor is not here. You cannot discuss.
The major problem we have, Honorable Chair, the major problem we have, Honorable Chair, is the set of Congo Umogeni. It's the problem of Nyamira. Honorable Chair, give me an opportunity to speak.
Honorable Chair, I withdraw and apologize, Honorable Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. I want to appreciate the committee for giving us an opportunity, and also thank my honorable members that we have been bestowed with a great responsibility to serve the people of Nyamira. We have an opportunity to come back, work together. My hands are open to welcome my friends. We work together, we push Nyamira forward. We have a timeline. 5 years is not a long time. Next year we are engaging campaigns. We have an opportunity to come together and do service delivery. I want to appreciate the opportunity and also welcome my senator, my learned counsel who I love so much, that if we resort and go back home, we can be able to solve this issue without coming to the Senate. So my senator, I welcome you.
Chair.
You have enough wisdom. We can be able to move forward. Thank you very much.
It's the problem. Okay. It's the order, man. Hey, you guys. Okay, we are concluding, gentlemen. My friend, Mashuma, what's your name?
I'm George Marabuga.
You are what? MCA?
I'm the leader of majority on our chair.
I'm also the leader of majority.
I only want to give you 1 minute if you will consent.
And also you give me a chair. The deputy speaker. The deputy speaker is here on the chair.
That you are reconciling. I don't
on the chair. The deputy speaker is here.
Thank you, Chair.
No, I need an opportunity also.
No, that's going to be too much.
Thank you, Chair.
I've closed the matter. Hold on. I'm not
Chair, I want to cancel it. I'm also the leader of majority. You cannot be biased by giving just a chance to talk and speak.
I am concluding the matter. Order. Switch off your mic. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, sorry for all that we have taken too long. We are going to the chamber. And I want to tell people from Nyamira, honorable members, I think we are all here as leaders. You have been elected by people of Nyamira, and the entire Kenya is today looking at you. It's a very unfortunate situation. What I saw in that TV was so horrible. Because you're all friends, brothers and sisters. You're not enemies. So I want to go back to Nyamira and reconcile and serve the people of Nyamira so that they can be able to achieve the remaining few years, they can live in harmony. Finally, we have had you, we have got all your documents, we will peruse through, we will take the legal connotations of everything that our legal team will work on it, and we'll give you feedback. But then this committee will take all the responsibility, and we will come there to sit with you, to sit with the governor, to sit with the public, so that at least we can all agree on it. With those few remarks, I want to say thank you very much, and the meeting is adjourned. Thank you so much.
We are very peaceful. You call me
More Radio 88.2 FM. We are in charge. 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 More Radio 88.2